Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the channel. Guys, today we're going to be talking about whether or not you should summon this weekend for either Ne Zha or Erlang Shen. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig it. Alright, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. Before we get into it too far though, if you head on over to prospector.gg, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mind going down and clicking on my Smile 1 link. It's smile1.prospector.gg. That is my exclusive link for Smile 1. We do have some really cool faction bundles going on right now, as you can see. We have bonus bundles, rare summoning discount bundles, ancient summoning discount bundles, all of these things in here, up to a $270 purchase. But they are there, and you do get discounts. I believe it's a 10% discount year-round, and you do get really good deals on these things. If you punch these into the price calculator, you'll see that the value is phenomenal if you're going to spend. Anyways, back to the video here. We're going to go into the special divine summoning, special invocation of spirits. It is going to be Ne Zha, Numera, Aatrox, Laurel, and Baron. Now, Baron and Laurel are awesome. They're awesome heroes. Baron is one of the best defenders as far as an epic goes. He's a little lower on the top tier list than he used to be, but he's still really high because he has invulnerability. Invulnerability. So when he gets, his health goes down to 0 for the first time, he becomes unkillable, kind of regenerates, blah, blah, blah. And he also has these massive shields. Oh, I'm sorry. Unyielding is what I meant to say. Laurel is really good for the mid game. She's going to be able to restore a lot of rage for units, especially in Guild Boss 1. That kind of is her main use case. She works really well in Gear Raid 1, Gear Raid 2, and Gear Raid 3 as well if you need to get your ultimates back faster. Basically, you put her down, you pick her up, and it restores like 50% rage to the heroes that are in or right around her, okay? She's also going to be doing damage increases as well. So very good unit to have, very top tier epic, especially for the mid game. Aatrox has become very useful. I like to use him in Gear Raid 2 for the most part, clearing the 19, 20, 21 stages. He's really good because he's cheap to lay down. His redeployment time isn't that expensive, it's at 20, and you can be able to put him down and block some of them, what I call roly-poly enemies coming in, and he can take those hits quickly. So it works really well for that. But he's kind of niche, and you'll probably pull him, you know, you don't really have to pull for this guy. Laurel and Baron, though, on the other hand, are pretty good. Now, we're going to move on to Numera. Numera is part of the Poison Squad. She is phenomenal. She does get really powerful at Awaken level 3, but she's still really strong at Awaken level 1, and the Awaken level 0 is also very strong. She has the ability to do this Toxic Surge, which consumes the poison effects inflicted on a target, dealing a certain amount of magic damage based on the poison stacks consumed, up to 30 stacks. So if you have 3 different stacks of poison on the boss or whatever you're going, it's usually a single target, so it's a boss. She can basically does poison explosion. That kind of reminds me of the raid days, right? But yeah, she does poison explosion, and she does it quite often, and she does a ton of damage. Works really well in Abyss 1, works really well on APOC and Guild Boss 1 as well. Now on to Ne Zha. This is probably what you guys are mostly questioning here. So Ne Zha is very, very good and very, very versatile. This hero can be used almost anywhere. The single target is medium to high, and the AoE damage is very, very high. Okay, he's competing with Ingrid in Gear Raid 1. He's going to be able to help you out in Gear Raid 1, 22, 23, and 24. I was able to clear 21 with no power dominance and no anti-heal, and him being the only DPS on the field, and that is quite the accomplishment. Now there is some other heroes that can do this, but there's not many. Valar is one of them, Ingrid is one of them, and there's not really many to go around that can do some kind of damage of that nature. And it is all because of this ability to execute with arms enhancement. So the Fire Tip Spear ignores 50% of the enemy's defense. Universe Ring bounces 1 extra time and can hit the single target or the same target multiple times. And then Yin Yang Blade, when you actually manage to do a Yin Yang Blade, executes common monsters with HP below 30%. This isn't a one-off. This is during the whole ultimate. There's a chance to get a Yin Yang Blade for 25 seconds, actually 30. It's a long time. It keeps popping. And whenever an enemy's HP drops below 30%, boom, they get executed. It's phenomenal. Now, it's going to be very good for Malware Trials as well as any other AoE content. And the hero is actually pretty decent in single target bosses as well, like Guild Boss APOC 1, APOC 2. Definitely a go for. I would say at least try to get one legendary in this event under this banner to see if you can't get a Ne Zha. If you want to save more after that, I'd understand. You know, if you're early to mid game, this hero is gonna carry you so far. It's not even funny. If you're end game, you could opt out because there's gonna be a lot of heroes that you probably already have. You maybe completed Gear Raid 1 24, you made Gear Raid 3 24, Gear Raid 2. Actually, the unit's pretty good in Gear Raid 2 as well. I forgot to mention that. Gear Raid 2, 22, 23, 24. He can clear as the main DPS on that team because he can just execute the enemies as soon as their HP gets low enough. It works really well, trust me. So that being said, I do suggest trying to go for Ne Zha. That is my initial or gut reaction. It's going to be very useful for you in Malware Trials and all these other stages. And I think if you don't get this hero and you're going to see content and all your buddies clearing stuff and doing amazing things in GVG and Arena and all these other things, and you're going to be jealous about it. I can guarantee you that. All right, so that covers the rare summoning events coming up this weekend. We also have the special ancient summoning, which is very unique. Now, Erlang Shen, we're going to start with him. Erlang Shen is actually super powerful, but at the same time extremely niche. But what he does in his niche, he is really good at it. I would say he's in the top 3 units as far as what he's doing. Now, what is he doing? What he's doing AoE content. So we're talking about Malware Trials, talking about Gear Raid 1, anything like that, and campaigns, whatever you're doing. The AoE content that he's doing, he's bringing defense down. So your physical AoE heroes are going to be doing a lot more damage. And he's also bringing the, where is it here? Heaven's Gaze, which is going to be putting up a 10 to, I think it's actually a 20% magic and physical damage vulnerability as long as you're fighting more than one unit. He can't do this to the single target, so it doesn't work on the bosses. Anti-air arena, he's going to be top tier. He's only going to cost 14 to get him on the arena. He has a reduced cost. When you place him down, starting off with him, he's going to just clear out the waves really early. And then you put a Nyx behind him on the platform, and he's going to be putting decreased defense down, which is going to enable Nyx to do just that much more damage. And Nyx was already doing a ton of damage. You could also pair it with Ne Zha as well on that anti-air. And yeah, it's going to work extremely well. Then we're going to have some executions in there as well. Yes, definitely a good hero in his niche. I think even for the early to mid games, you might enjoy using this hero throughout the campaign stages, the early on content and everything. And he is also a defender of the Piercer and Arbiter faction, which is pretty useful. But at the same time, don't expect him to tank like an Oleg or a Baron or something like that. He's kind of a squish. Anyways, Nastia. I will be going for this banner for sure. I wasn't sure about it until I knew for sure that Nasty was on it. I didn't get Nasty the first time around. I really love this hero. I really want this hero on my main account. And it is a Lord for the Esotericist faction. It's helping put up poisons. It puts up the, I forget what it's called. It's a poison something here. Where is it? Acute poisoning. Here it is. Increases up poison and toxic surge damage are taken by 40%. It's gonna make Numera do a bunch of damage. I already have a Numera A1, so I'd really like to get this hero, even though I don't have Vorn. But I'd like to start stacking up the poison heroes and getting that poison meta team going. And it's just very strong. It even has that minus 30% magic resistance reduction, which is gonna help that damage even further. As far as the awakenings go, of course, they're all pretty nice. I think the awaken level 3 is kind of the goal here. But yes, definitely. I would say if you don't have Nastia, it's pretty much a go. Try to get the hero unless you're saving all your ancients for like a Praetus or an Ingrid or whatever you're really after. But if you just want to pull your ancients on a good banner, this is a pretty good banner to pull them on. Take your chance at getting Erlang Shen if you get it, and then you end up with Ne Zha, then you have the bond skill, and it's all going to work out really, really well for you. We also have the crazy divine summoning drop rate of legendary heroes increases to 2 times during the event. Super early game, you could pull these. Most people actually, they'll pull these only on this 2x banner with their divines. The reason is because it just sometimes it seems like you're going all the way to pity with 20 just to get a legendary, and it can be a bit rough pulling 20 divines every single time to get a legendary on that with that summoning crystal. So you may opt just to yeet your summoning crystals on this banner just to get it done. Or you could bring them over here to the special divine summoning and take a shot at Ne Zha as well, if that's what you want to opt to do. Speaking of your pity, if you haven't already, head on over to prospector.gg. You do have to sign up to be a member. It's really easy. You just sign up. You can log in with Google as well now. That's something that's been added to the website as well. But if you head over to tools, we do have a pity tracker. It's really nice. It's set up really nice. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so we do have for 2 times chance. You can track this. You can track it per summoning crystal, all just by clicking on it. And if you add or bring it up, it'll show you how far you are away from your pity. You can also add by 10, subtract by 10, reset it, and it does them all separately from each other. Just in case you want to use that this weekend for your summon, you want to try to pity track or whatever you're doing. There's plenty of other things on here as well. If you need hero guides, stage guides, artifact guides, gear set guides, forums are well as on here as well. I would like you guys' help on these. I would like you guys to come on here, and I don't even care what it is. Just come on here, start posting some stuff, off topic, video links, general chat, forum requests, promo codes, anything about guild versus guild. We have all kinds of stuff in there. If you'd like to share your teams, share your ideas. We also have stuff in here for Gear Raid 1, 2, 3, and Gear Dungeons 1 and 2 as well. Post your strategies, ask your questions, ask for help. You can go over to your profile. You can actually set up your heroes, your roster, share that with somebody in the forums, and then ask for help based on the heroes that you have. There's a bunch of cool stuff that you can do on this website. And if you're not signed up, I don't know what you're doing. You must be crazy. But anyways, that is all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Good luck on summoning this weekend. Don't forget to check out smile1.prospector.gg if you're going to purchase. I'd appreciate that. Make sure you check out Discord, and all these links are in the description down below. Anyways, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.